Welcome, everybody. My name is Marc Broussard, and on behalf of myself and our very, very generous sponsors at AARP, thank you for joining us today. Let's get into it, shall we? Yes. When you're in love, the sun is always shining on you. When you're in love, the sun is always shining on you. Sun is always shining on you. All right, yes. Luckily, I have some friends in high places and made some phone calls, and we found some fantastic folks at AARP who came through in a very tough time. It's been a wild year, but I'm so glad that I'm here with you today. And we're actually going to show you some footage later on that I got to shoot with a living legend right here in my backyard. We're actually at Dockside Studio in Maurice, Louisiana. But a few weeks ago, we shot some footage with a guy called Warren Storm. We'll get to that stuff in a minute. I'm going to play some more songs right now, though, if that's all right. This one is called Paradis, and it's about this place. It's about really, it was very much inspired by Dockside. We're right here on the Bayou Vermilion in southwest Louisiana, and it's just a beautiful piece of property. And so I wrote this song. It goes like this. Roll down the window, breathe it in. Let your hair fall down into the wind. Feel the sun, watch the iris bloom. I told you I'd be back home soon. The morning grass beneath my toes. Watch the king go by on that old plantation road. Wish I could bottle up the afternoon. I told you I'd be back home soon. You can get your view of the ocean. You can dance all night to that old accordion wind, moving on that Mississippi's motion. Oh, my paradise. Oh, my paradise. I never knew when I was young I'd wanna show this place to each and every one. If she was a bride, I'd be her groom. I told you I'd be back home soon. You can get your view of the ocean. You can dance all night to that old accordion wind, moving on that Mississippi's motion. Oh, my paradise. Oh, my paradise. You know I always hate to leave, and when I hit the line, my heart begins to weep. So I'll just sing this simple tune and promise I'll be back home soon. Getting back to Warren Storm, so, you know, I don't often get to work with other singers. It's not something that I get to do very often. And this guy especially, he's probably my top 3 singers of all time. I love his voice. He's got such a unique character about his voice. I've actually tried to emulate it from time to time. He started playing music in the 50s, and I actually remember taking him to the movies when the movie Ray came out. We took him, a few of us younger classmen went picked up Warren and took him to the movies and watched Ray together. And as we were leaving the theater, I'll never forget, he says, well, first of all, I told him on the way there, I said, man, I just got my first check in the mail, my BMI check, my first songwriter's check. And he said, oh, really, man, that's great. How much was it? I said, it was like $1,500. And he said, oh, wow, that's fantastic. Listen, I could borrow $1,500. But after the movie, we're walking out and he says, man, that's the best movie I've seen in 3 decades. And I said, really? And he said, well, yeah, I haven't been to the movies since the 60s. Anyways, speaking of that throwback sound, this is a song that I recorded and I wrote for a covers record we did. It's a song called Fool For You, and it was our attempt, our very, we had a lot of hubris when we approached this song. We wanted to write a song that stood up to classics like Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder and Otis Redding. I hope we did a decent job, but it goes like this. It's called Fool For You. I'd climb any mountain, sail across the widest seas. I'd walk right through the desert just to get you next to me. Darling, I'd do anything that you want me to do just to get a bit of your touch. I'm a fool for you. I'm a fool for your love. But the first time I noticed was the second that you walked away. I knew right then and there, now baby, I'd do anything just to make you stay. What can bring me closer to you? 'Cause I just can't get enough. I'm a fool for you. I'm a fool for your love. I'm a fool for you. I'm a fool for your love. Whoa, no, 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 no. Ooh, said I'd climb any mountain, sail through the stormy seas, walk alone across the desert just to get you next to me. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, baby, I'm a fool for you. All right, then. Well, look, if you've enjoyed what you're hearing so far, I suggest you stick around for more because we're going to take you to Warren Storm, again, one of my favorite singers of all time. We got to sit down here at Dockside with him a few weeks ago and play a number of songs from his catalog and a few from mine as well. So I hope you enjoy it so far. I'll see you on the flip side. What you are about to see is very special to me. I am beyond honored that I got to collaborate with the one and only Warren Storm. I wanted to let you know a little bit about who Warren is and why he's so special, because I realize that many of you may not know of Warren, so I thought I'd add a little bit of setup. Warren Storm is known as the godfather of swamp pop, a sound that is a mixture of rock and roll with a Louisiana spin. Fats Domino actually made this title of Godfather of Swamp Pop stick for Warren. It comes honest for him because he was born right here in Abbeville, Louisiana. His musical sound and onstage charm helped him achieve countless awards in the blues, country, and even pop genres. He has had top songs on the radio, played all over the world for literally decades, and is a Louisiana Hall of Fame musician. And trust me, Warren has the stories. Those stories include everyone from Elvis Presley, although Warren deems that story as X-rated, to Willie Nelson, Dr. John, and many, many influential Louisiana musicians. There is a fantastic new book about his life, Taking the World by Storm, that share these incredible moments. Warren has been making music for over 70 years and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. Warren Storm is a living legend and has led the way for so many musicians, including myself. The one and only Warren Storm.
Well, thank you very much, Mark. I'm so proud of you, man, taking the music all over the world like that. I saw Mark when he was just a young kid, and now look at him. He's a star.
That's ridiculous. You're hilarious, Warren. Tell me, when did you start playing music?
I started, you see, my dad was a musician all his life. I started when at the age of 11. I'd take his place when he couldn't make it with the groups, you know.
So 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago is when you started, when you were 11.
Yeah,
right?
72 years ago. But I'm not ready to quit yet.
Well, why don't we just jump into some more music? We can chat in a little bit, but I've always loved when you sing Mama Mama. Can we play Mama Mama?
Let's do that, huh?
Let's do it.
Mama Mama. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Guess what your little boy's done? Mama, 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 guess what your little boy's done? I found me a girl, we're out having lots of fun. Oh boy, we've been out romancing, dancing the swamp and roll. We've been out romancing, dancing the swamp and roll. You ought to see me and her trying to do the stroll. Oh boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's right. I stole a kiss and I asked if she wanted more. I stole a kiss and I asked if she wanted more. She said that I thrilled her like she never thrilled before. Oh boy, I puckered up my lips, kissed her one more time. I puckered up my lips and kissed her one more time. And I knew I found that girl, a girl who'd be just fine. Mama, 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 guess what your little boy's done? Mama, 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 guess what your little boy's done? I found me a girl, we're out having lots of fun. Mama,
Yeah.
mama.
Warren, how many times do you think you sung that song in your life?
I would say about 1,000,000 times since 1958.
Incredible, brother. Goodness, Warren. I love your voice so much, man.
Well, I love Marc Broussard's voice so much.
Well,
How about that?
I appreciate that. But, you know, I've been listening to you sing my whole life. And there's a quality of your voice, there's a sort of an attitude and a style that I really think is totally your own. And I've got one song in particular where I was trying to do my best Warren Storm impression. I was hoping we could play it together. This is called Don't Be Afraid to Call Me. I know you haven't heard this one very
Marc
many
Broussard
times.
wrote this song. It's beautiful. I heard it.
I don't know. I know you haven't heard it very many times, but I'm hoping you can play along with me.
Oh,
here.
yes. I'll try my best.
I had a friend used to call me all the time. Then they didn't, and I don't know why. Where we went wrong. It's been too long. The other day, I thought I heard your name. So familiar, somehow so strange. Can't make new old friends, but my door is open always. So don't be afraid to call me, no matter how long it's been. No, you don't need no reason to call me, 'cause you know I'll be there in the end. Back in the day, we'd run this town, had each other when trouble came around. Whiskey and rye until we die. Then a storm came rolling in. You left just like the wind, butch without Sundance. But I lost my right hand man. Oh, so don't be afraid to call me, no matter how long it's been. No, you don't need no reason to call me, 'cause you know I'll be there in the end. Come on, Ronnie. So don't be afraid to call me, no matter how long it's been. No, you don't need no reason to call me, 'cause you know I'll be there in the end. Oh, don't be afraid to call me, no matter how long it's been. No, you don't need no reason to call me, yes, 'cause you know I'll be there in the end. Oh, you know I'll be there in the end, 'cause you know I'll be there. Well, that's not too bad for having heard the song one time, Warren.
That's a beautiful song.
Well, thank you, brother.
I know it's going to sell 1 million, man. I know that.
Warren, so an old guitar player that I used to work with, he was about 10, 15 years older than me, was talking one time about his high school reunions being the most prominent indicators that he was aging at a different rate than his classmates.
Yes.
Have you noticed that music has kept you younger than the guys you went to
Absolutely. I
school with?
went to one of my high school reunions a while back, and I got there. I said, "Boy, y'all old. y'all sure aged a lot." You know, music keeps you young. It keeps me young. On the bandstand, I think I'm still 35.
No doubt. You still sound like it. I would have loved to have heard a 35-year-old. I wish I'd have heard a 20-year-old Warren Storm. Do you think you sound a lot different today than you did then?
Well, people tell me my voice is better now than ever.
All right.
You know,
I don't doubt it.
so I'm glad about that.
Oh, Warren, I tell you what, man. You know, to have been making music as long as you have, you've seen, you know, every medium that we know of. Really, you've seen the LP, you've seen vinyl, you've
Absolutely.
seen the 8-track,
Cassette, 8 tracks.
cassette tapes, CDs, and now we're into streaming.
I don't know what that is, man.
Yeah. My question is, do you have any advice for a young musician?
I'm still in the 50s. You know, you gotta remember that. Young musicians,
Yeah, you
keep
got any
it up.
advice?
Y'all come. You know, you're gonna bring it up. After we're gone, the young musicians will be able to take over. Hopefully.
Is there any particular story from all the years on the road that is your favorite, as the best night of your musical career? Can you remember?
Just to see people having fun, dancing, enjoying the music.
Oh man,
That's it, man.
it is pretty fun. I gotta say, I do enjoy
Watch
making people dance.
having fun. You know, with their music.
Yeah.
is super good.
Yeah, it's there's kind of nothing like it that I can point to. Because we pull these songs out of the ether, you know, we pull them out of thin air and present them to people, and all of a sudden people start dancing. It's kind of a weird thing to witness, you know, a weird thing to be a part of. So anyways, we got some more music. I was hoping you could do Prisoner Song for us.
1958, I did this recording. It was already an old standard, and Jay Miller rewrote some words to it. So we're gonna do it in F. If you want to dance, it's gonna be in F. I got the intro. If I had wings like an angel over the prison wall, I would fly. I'd fly to the arms of my darling, and there I would stay till I die. Left my wife, my child, and dear old mother. When the judge sentenced me here to say, it's so cold and so lonely in this prison, but for wrongs I have done, I must pay. And a man, like a ship on the ocean that has lost all its crew in a gale. I got drunk and I shot my best buddy. Now I must spend my life in his jail. So if I had the wings of an angel over these prison walls, I would fly. I'd fly to the arms of my darling, and then I would stay till I die.
Hey! Hey! Thank you so much to AARP for giving us this opportunity. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this show. Big round of applause for Warren Storm, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Yeah.
How about Marc Broussard, everybody?
Thank you very much.
How about a great big hand for all these wonderful
Yeah,
musicians
no doubt.
here? Huh?
No doubt. Roddy Romero on guitar, Andy Bourgeois on the keyboards.
Marc Broussard on the guitar.
And, of course, the living legend, Warren Storm himself. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all soon. That you ask, I have no name, I have no name. I'm known only as man. I'm just a wanderer